hello pedal aficionados. Today we're looking at an overdrive-y thing again. And again, Robert Keeley asked the questions, how many overdrives do you need? And the answer is yes, yet again. Now, last year, 2023, he released the green thing. How many green things does one need? He says 2, but in one pedal. Because, well, 4, technically. He started the 4-in-1 series with the Noble Screamer. And all of you said, yes, we need this. And you're buying the living crap out of it. Good for Robert, good for me, good for you, because you're getting an awesome pedal. A new platform has been ushered in these really nice black aluminum boxes, kind of the Strymon-y approach. Beautiful knobs in cool colors, and it's just pretty and really high quality, all top-loaded things. And he then came out with the Muse driver. My good buddy Andrew Timdens was involved in that. I don't know the man. Apparently he's got a delay as well, called the Hello. So I'm so getting not paid for this. What was I going to say? This is 4-in-1 because it's a Tube Screamer and a Noble something. And then you can send the Tube Screamer into the Noble EQ, or the Noble into the Tube Screamer EQ or tone, and that gives you 4 different flavors. And when anyone would have said, who the crap needs that, as I did, then you find out there's value to that quite a bit. It opens up a few new possibilities. Is it really 4 completely different sounds? No, but it does give you new flavors. And of course, that also means you don't really need a Tube Screamy or a Noble on the board. If you're using one at a time, you can use that and switch back and forth. Do you really want to switch and set it up differently between songs? That's for you to decide, maybe get 2. Now, there's 3 more pedals. We're going to start with the blue one, looking like this. And that is the Blues Disorder. It's a blues breakery kind of a thing. We all know there's a billion flavors of that, and then some of you are waiting 4 years for a certain flavor of that pedal. And when we're in the BB setting, we are driving it like a blues breaker, and we are EQing it like one. And the OC is an OCD. Now, that company that originally made that was gone, is now back. You decide whether you want to put your money into their hands based on what happened. You find out, please. I personally wouldn't, but that is up to you. And obviously there are about a trillion Chinese clones. One of them, very, very famous, I don't even know what it's called anymore. The first pedal I ever reviewed on the channel from Joyo something Drive. I don't know. There's loads of people doing this, but this isn't about here's another blues breaker or here's an OCD. This is about the interconnectedness of the two and being able to send one into the other. Not drive-wise, but EQ-wise. So when we look at this nifty little one-card manual, you can see in the back how the clipping is. This is kind of almost sine wavy, and this is very chopped up. So hard clipping, soft clipping, is that what we call it? Tells you nothing about really what it sounds like, at least not me, and I've been doing this for 12 years. The BB is around a more subtle thing, and the OCD is very dense. It's kind of like a blown up amp at the edge of what an amp can handle. It's rock and roll if you want it. And then the EQ is the OC, has definitely a lot more boost in the top end. Both of them don't have massive low end, at least in what the EQ curve is saying. And then there's some settings. And it's a very, very simple manual, and it says at the bottom, true bypass, buffered foot switch. You can have either or, depending on how you boot it up or something. So technically very simple pedal, but the cool thing is you can send the blues breakery through the OCD EQ or the other way around, which opens a few possibilities. On this one, there is quite a big difference in volume because of that push on this side. So if you're doing the OCD into the BB, it dips down, so you're going to need to do this. So it's not like switch and keep playing. That's not the idea. The idea is this will give you a sound, but you pick which one. But that means with the green pedal and this, and then the orange one and the yellow one, which we're going to cover in different videos, those four, which can be beautifully close together on a pedal board because they're all top-loaded, could give you a ridiculous amount of flavors of drive, and realistically, you wouldn't need a lot else, which is, of course, what Keeley wants you to do, the whole Apple approach. Buy one, get them all, don't buy anything else. Hopefully for them, it works. For this thing, because it's not single color, not humbucker, I decided to go with my McMull Stinger. P90 is absolutely beautiful guitar. We're around 3K, and for that money, you're getting all the McMull sound, but not for the McMull price. It's very fairly priced, very high-end boutique guitar. We're going into the thing that is slightly blocked right there, which is the Tube Workshop 2864S, an absolutely stunning one-channel 14-watt amp. After that, of course, we're going into the Morgan, and another Morgan, and a Plexi, and a JCM, and that should give you all the information you need. So by itself, without anything, this is what the amp sounds like. Oh, we want to go minor? Okay, fine then. So we're gonna go 9 o'clock. Bluesbreaker. Beautiful sound. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a hair. That's kind of the sound that I would play with an OCD. By the way, big thanks to Stephanie from Sennheiser, who sent me an 8060 shotgun mic right there. I usually have my Schoeps C-Mid, which is one of the most high-end mics you can get. And I said, let me try out the 8060 and at less money, damn does it kick the Schoeps' ass. So what you're hearing is a brand new shotgun mic. And we got to thank the people that sent this to me. So thank you, Stephanie from Sennheiser. But back to the BB side. It's sweet. Nice and lean in the low end, and it's just perfect to sit and mix. If you ask me, we don't need all that low end on electric guitar. That's perfect to push an amp, which we should do with the JCM800 in a bit, but I just see that it's on the low input. That shall serve us later. So, that was that in terms of the game. We're going to go to the BB. No, we're going to go to the OCD. Thicker, bigger, more dense. We're gonna go rock with this. Oh, what am I doing? Here, there's definitely a more dense and thick sound. So let's go to the blues breaker. We're going to switch to the OC EQ on the blues breaker side. That immediately gives us a lot more top-end push, which I really prefer. But also a volume boost, so careful with that. On the OC side, let's keep it gain-wise here. We're gonna go with the BB EQ. And that doesn't really give that OC enough top end to really shine. Very rounded off, but it might be nice with more volume. Who knows? If you wanted your OC more subdued, you could do that. Or subdue that. But of course, over here, we could crank it up. Subtle differences. I think that the BB benefits from the OC tone. The other way around, you're taking some of the life out of the OC, which, depending on your amp, could be great. Can you follow me? Hope you can. Some effects here. Let's do this again. Pushing the H90 quite hard and the effects are being compressed a bit. So, but that being said, let's go. What are we going to do? First of all, we're going to get into the basic setting here, turn this off and go into the Morgan MVP66, which is JTM-ish. See what it sounds like by itself. It's got more watts than the amp before. I want the BB to push that. the blues breaker more aggressive when you're giving it the OC tone. Now we've got the subdued OC tone, which pushing the amp is kind of neat. Okay, Marshall SV20H, the Mini Plexi as I call it. That's it by itself. I mean, if you want to rock, it's the OCD. If you want a solo bluesy style, it's the BB, and it's got both. Yeah, there comes that subdued top end blanky kind of sound for the OCD now. It de-rockifies the OCD a bit, which is cool, because sometimes you might want that, and here we are rockifying the BB. It just makes the BB more wild. We're moving on to the AC20. That was the AC20. This is the Marshall. We want that subdued OCD, I'm telling you this right now. That's too much top end. That's perfect. That's what we want. And we're going to go into the JCM800, which is already cranked. You can really push that JCM way over the cliff, and you can see there are, I mean, it's all subtle nuances, but you have those nuances at the tip of your flicky fingers and turny knobbies, and that's it really. I mean, I'm actually pretty happy right about here. The bottom line is simple. Before I buy a BB pedal, I probably buy this because I get an OCD. Well, before I buy an OCD, and again, I got principles and stuff, so I wouldn't buy that from where I usually would buy that. But before I buy an OCD that doesn't have a BB in it, I buy this. And then I got both for a little bit more than each individually. And there's also not a 4-year wait for you know what. And then you can also still do the one into the other and the other into the one. So why wouldn't you get this? I mean, 2 for the price of 1, but it's actually technically 4. So let's say 3.5 for the price of 1.5. No, all the sounds are great. You want more, get the OC. You want it open, get the switch it to BB. You want the BB to be more aggressive and top-endy. Use the EQ from the OC. I'm throwing all these letters at you. It's good. What you heard is what you get. I cannot fix that. Even if they paid me to make this video, which they are, it doesn't matter what I say. You heard the sounds. Oh, you just paid chills. But you have ears. I can't fake that. You think I played a different pedal? Subscribe to the channel. That is extremely important for my well-being, so please do. Use my links. That is extremely important for the well-being of my wife and the dogs, because that's how we eat. So please do that. Use my links to Sweetwater, Andertons, and Thomann to support the channel. Thank you so much. And some of those dogs or cats or hedgehogs or whatever at the end, as always.